Poppy K and her bookish thoughts, adventures with ogres and astronauts. Poppy K and her bookish thoughts. Poppy K, subscribe, like, comment and share.
Hello and welcome to my vlog. Today I've literally just uploaded last week's vlog, part 2, and I've had this headache. It just will not shift. It will not shift. So I'm going to sit down and eat. Maybe need something to eat. She's asleep. Well, she was asleep. I'm watching some YouTube and I've got a cheese pizza all for me. If you know where that's from, put it in the comments below. I've read a couple of chapters of Book Eaters, so I'm gonna have this, just relax a little and read some more. Hello. Well, well, actually, not me, my mum brought something to my attention yesterday about Babel, because obviously she'd watched my video, just trying to find it, and she sent me a message saying, is that Babel tower like the one in the Bible? And I was like, what does she mean? Now I went and did a little bit of a Google research, and it says the Tower of Babel in biblical literature is a structure building in the land of Shinar, Babylonia, sometime after the deluge. So the story of its construction is given in Genesis chapter 11 verses 1 to 9, and it appears to be an attempt to explain the existence of diverse human languages. According to Genesis, the Babylonians wanted to make a name for themselves by building a mighty city and a tower with its top in the heavens. God disrupted the work by so confusing the language of the workers that they could no longer understand each other. The city was never completed and the people were dispersed over the face of the earth. So that is obviously where R.F. Kuang got her inspiration for Babel. And thank you, Mum, for making me go and check that out, because I had no idea. So there you go. That's just a little bit of information about the book, but I'm still loving it, as in it's left the, you know, like when you have like a book hangover, it's kind of a little bit like that. But anyway, I'm going to get to reading now. I've just finished work, and I am going to hopefully finish off the Book Eaters. I'm halfway through. How am I finding it? I think because I read Babel and I was so into Babel, and I was really looking forward to the Book Eaters. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment, and I am going to do my nails today. So yeah, thanks, Mum. I'm going to get to reading. So I've just had a shower and I have finished the Book Eaters, so I thought I'd sit and talk to you about the book. I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to give it, I haven't actually rated it yet on my Goodreads. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars, I think. It was good, but I think because I read it straight after Babel, I think maybe that affected my reading somewhat, because I'm still in that world. And as far as Book Eaters goes, the world building and things like that was really good, and I enjoyed the setting of the contemporary setting of this story. It was quite nice to be sort of brought back up into
the present-ish day. The Book Eaters essentially is about families who consume books, or most of the families consume books. If you don't consume books, you are a mind eater, and mind eaters are creatures that have like an extra long tongue, and it's tubular and it goes into your ear and basically sucks out a victim's brain, which is really nice. I hope you're enjoying your tea, by the way. And the main protagonist, Devon, here, she is a book eater, but her son is a mind eater, and the whole book is kind of her trying to protect her son. The only way that they can do this is through drugs and things like that, to stop him consuming minds as opposed to eating books. Each book tastes different, so it doesn't matter what type of genre. Each genre has a different flavour, which actually I thought was quite interesting. And then it made me think, I wonder what I'd have a look on my bookshelves and think what flavours each book is. So it's actually quite amusing in that aspect. It was a good story. It was well written. It was very fast paced. You'd think so because it is only a very short book. This is 304 pages, and the characters, were okay. I didn't really feel much apart from Devon's brother. Is it Ramsay? I hated him. I absolutely hated him. Didn't like him at all. But apart from that, it was just an okay read. So if you're looking for something, it's fantasy, maybe thriller, maybe with a touch of horror in there because of some of the things that happens, as in like the mind eating and things like that. But I wouldn't say it's completely horror. I'd probably say horror / thriller, if you like. I actually enjoyed it. It's one that I probably won't pick up again, and I've read it, I've ticked it off. So that is my thoughts on the Book Eaters. Well, hello, I'm in my room and I'm just had a shower and I'm going to go to bed in a minute. Do you like it? Matching. I am reading The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I'm about a quarter of the way in and I'm really liking it. At the moment, it's giving me Alice in Wonderland-y type vibes. It's a very strange book, but I'm really enjoying it actually at the moment. I love the way it goes back from, you've got the book, then you've got the actual, like, what's happening. So you've got like the stories in the book, the Sweet Sorrows, and there's different books in here, so I'm assuming. But to me it's very much like Alice in Wonderland, but look at that cover. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm just going to read a little bit of that, put some lip balm on and a bit of moisturiser, and we're going out tomorrow to Costco, so I thought I'd bring you with me, see if there's any books. I've downloaded a few more books on my Kindle as well, and I think what I'm going to do for 2023, yeah, I'm thinking that far ahead, I'm going to read series. So I want to reread the ACOTAR series. I've only got up to a certain point on Throne of Glass, so I want to try and read that. I want to finish the Dwarfs series. I want to start the Robin Hobb Farseer series, the first three. I want to try and read the whole lot. We'll see if I can do it, but that's a challenge I'm going to give myself. So I'm on the hunt for the books. I've got the first book at the moment that I bought in the charity shop, but I've been eyeing some up over on eBay, like the whole lot. So we'll see about that. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. I did some filming for my fashion. I upcycled a jacket, so you will have seen that. It will have gone up on Sunday, so I'll put it in the thing later. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Hello. Well, you're going to get a sneak peek. This is for something coming up later on. But me and my son, are off on a photo shoot. I'm in my costume already, although I would wear this normally. But let's see where we're going. Hello. Well, I finished The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I said earlier on in my vlog about this being a little bit Alice in Wonderlandy, and yeah, my theory was correct. I'm thinking about getting this in the hardback, but some of them have it's like a orange. I'll put a picture of it maybe up here if I can find one. It's got like an orange book plate, and then it's got like a boy running, and I don't like it, but I do love this book cover. I might actually lend this to my mum because I think she would enjoy it. I think if you like Alice in Wonderland, I would definitely give this a whirl. It's not a bog standard retelling of Alice in Wonderland. There are Alice in Wonderland things in here, but yeah, it's basically we follow a boy or a student called Zachary Rawlins, and he basically stumbles upon a mysterious book in his local library, and in the book there are short stories, and you actually get to see some of these short stories between chapters, which I think was quite a clever way of kind of bringing the reader into the story a little bit more, because you had the actual story of Zachary and what he's doing, the protagonist, and what he's doing, and then she took stories out of the book, the Starless Sea. No, Sweet Sorrows is the name of the book, and I think that was very clever because then you could kind of get an idea of what the book was about that Zachary had found. And basically he ends up going, he goes to a party, and then he finds out about this secret club, like a book clubby type thing. Or it's not a book club, it's called the Collectors Club, and it's like a library. But as I say, he ends up going this Wonderland sort of place. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you like Alice in Wonderland style stories, something that it makes sense but doesn't make sense, if you get what I mean. But yeah, absolutely love this, and I'm definitely going to reread it again in the future. So that's why I want to get a hard copy of this. But I do love the cover. So you've got your bee, your key, and there's a sword. So that's the three things that you've got to look out for as well. So I finished that. I gave that a 5 stars. I have started another book, but that I'm going to roll over until for next week. It is The Binding. So I've started that off, and I've already, as I say, started a little bit of it. I'm using my book cover, And I have got a copy of Her Majesty's Royal Coven coming to the house, so hopefully I get that and I'll read that as well. And that's it really, so I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye!